Hello, it's James here from Forceful Chandlery, and today I want to talk to you about our quick DP2L Windlass kit that we've put together. Before I get started, I'll give you a brief overview about what a windlass is. I'm sure many of you watching already know or have looked into them and been considering them, seen them on boats around the marina, or might already have one and considering upgrading or changing. But windlass is simply there to retrieve the rope and chain and anchor from the seabed when you've been anchored up in a bay or at sea or anything like that. They can be considered a bit of safety kit. I mean, not really. I mean, they make life a lot easier, but they are also makes life a lot safer if you're not on your hands and knees at the front of the boat pulling up heavy chain and rope. It's, you're not going to get rope burns, you're not going to get chain pinches or anything like that, and you're not wangling around with a big heavy bit of metal at the end of all that with an anchor trying to get that on board. So having a windlass can make life a lot easier and a lot quicker, and therefore give you more time to enjoy the boat and being out on the water. So we'll get started with the DP2L. It is a vertical windlass, so that means that the drum is orientated this way. Horizontal windlasses you would see stand a lot further up off the deck, and the drum would be mounted sideways, horizontally. So a vertical windlass is great because they don't take up a lot of room. The DP2L is nice, it's small, it has a 6mm gypsy, and it is rated for DIN 6mm chain and ISO 6mm chain, and will take rope as well. It's an all-for-one job there, so you don't have to worry about that. Its 350 watt motor means you get a good, strong, reliable performance and about 350 kilos of maximum pull, so you can always be sure that it's going to retrieve all that chain and rope and your anchor, obviously. Because it's a 6mm chain, what you'd probably find is that this, and the size of it and what it's rated to, you're probably looking at this for boats to around 6 to 8 meters, sort of the 20 to 30 foot range, depending on what you've got and the size of it, because the 6mm chain is going to be rated to those sorts of size of boats amongst other things. And so to make life really easy for you and to save money as well as that, we've put together a little kit of everything you could possibly need to get a proper windlass set up on board, short of the electrical wires, but that comes down to where you might want to mount things, where you want to run things, so you don't want to give you wires that you can't use or wouldn't use. So if we start with switches, we've got the 2-foot switches, the up and the down. These are great for giving you hands-free operation, can be installed close to the windlass at the front of the boat. They've got protective covers on them, so there's no chance of accidental operation when you're moving around on board, and they're just a really great way of keeping your hands free when trying to operate the windlass, especially if you're at the front of the boat, making sure everything's collecting in the chain locker and anchor locker correctly as you would like. With regards to operation, you also get the rocker switch, so this can be mounted further back, cockpit, coach house, whatever the boat orientation is. So someone else can be operating this and allowing a second person up at the front to be making sure everything is going as you'd expect and the anchor chain and the rope is collecting properly. With regards to safety, it also comes with a magnetic circuit breaker, which is manually resettable. So you can be safe in the knowledge that there is not going to be an overload to your system, or if on the off chance that there is an overload to your system, there'll be no damage or any faff there, because this will trip, and it's manually resettable. So worst comes to worst and that trips again, you can start investigating without worrying having done any significant damage or blown any of your electrics, because the circuit breaker has kept them all protected. In the windlass kit box itself, you get drilling template, gasket, fixing hardware, composite handle for manual use should you absolutely have to, the reversing solenoid, and again, everything you could need there to get it installed on board. A few little neat features of the DP2L. It has an integrated magnetic switch for a chain counter should you want to install one at a later date. It has a free fall mechanism, so when you are letting your anchor and chain and stuff out, you don't have to bypass that or anything, or worry about the motor getting burned out or anything like that. It has a solid AISI 316 stainless steel construction, so it's really durable in the marine environment, really tough, solid, not going to be battered by chain or salt water or anything like that. With regards to salt water and water ingress, it's an IP66 waterproof rating, so again, it's really solid and secure with regards to being in a marine environment, getting wet and being splashed and any of that sort of stuff. So yeah, this is a really good little kit, saves you money, makes installation a lot easier because it gives you everything you could possibly want to use to give you a complete setup. And it's a really good starting point for any boat owner that doesn't have a windlass or is looking to upgrade. So yeah, that is the quick DP2L Vertical Windlass Kit, available online and in stores now at Forceful Chandlery. Thank you very much for watching.